Hello, back again. This has really been fun, dude. Just talking about gear and camera stuff, and working and yeah, dude. It's just this has been a really fun journey. All right, I need to stop clapping before I start talking. We are here to talk about this guy. This is the Sigma 10 to 18 2.8 contemporary lens. Man, so far, honestly, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this is the 18. That is the 10. Dude, you can see so much more from my 14. Holy, yeah, I'm just like all this stuff you couldn't see before, you could see it now. You can you can see the edge of my bed. So much more, it's crazy. Hold on, let me fix my bed. Now, before I go on, I want everyone to ask themselves this question. Does the image look good? If it does, to me, that's all you need. For me, there's, chromatic aberration and warping and all those things. Those are great to talk about, but to be honest, it's really all about the image for me, man. Like, what are you paying attention to, like right away? So for me, I've been filming with it a ton. This lens is great, and you know what? Let's go right to it. All right, so we are here on set about to film the situation for Mons. I shouldn't call it a situation. This is a shoot. It's a visual. Hopefully the audio is good. Hold on, let me check if the audio is good. All right. Yeah, so this is setup time, and we're gonna do some crazy shots. It's gonna be very different, and you're gonna see that. So right away, man, I love the image. What else is there to say, man? It's doing the job. It's wide enough to fit everyone in the frame. Mons, she didn't say anything about like why does the image look different. And dude, everyone was happy. We were all happy, and there's really nothing else to say. This shot was the reason why I was so excited for this shoot. I actually had to build this rig that had this ball on it to make this ball look happen. And yeah, man, it just, we were watching playback and we were all going crazy. And yeah, man, I love this shot. This shot it's definitely my favorite shot and definitely the highlight of the video. So we weren't able to have a rehearsal with the dancers. So the great thing about having this 10mm is that we were able to fit both the ball and see a lot of the dancers. So it was amazing. First time using this car mount. Not gonna lie to you, kind of scared. I'm scared because it's holding on to, I wish I had my other camera so you can kind of see what it is. I mean, I've been seeing people use it. It's just scary because, these pieces of equipment aren't cheap. So, we're gonna see what happens. Also, we are rocking my new 10 to 18 on this. So, first bump test. Oh man, yeah, that's nerve-wracking, dude. That is nerve-wracking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. Oh, I'm gonna go over every bump so slow. Oh man, yeah, this is scary. It's scary. Yeah, man, dude, it's just it's expensive, man. You work so hard to buy new gear, and then you buy it and you're excited about it, and then obviously you have to try it. So But yeah, so far it's holding up. Yeah, this is scary. Rocking this smallrig car mount. I love smallrig, don't get me wrong. I love smallrig. I love smallrig. Very dependable gear. I used a ton of smallrig gear. So I'm excited to rock another smallrig thing. Smallrig, if you ever watch this, sponsor me, please. I would love to just use all your gear always. But yeah, we're rocking the Sony A6700 with my new Sigma 10-18 2.8. Speaking of that, this 10-18 on my FX3 will be a 15-27, which is really good, especially because, you know, it's a zoom lens, so I can use that focal length, and I can I can punch in a little bit more with the clear image zoom, which is going to be cool. But yeah, like, this might be a lens that I might not have to take off, like, hardly ever. Image looks really good, so I mean, we'll see, man. I'm excited for this lens. No matter what, I got this lens. A big part of it is I definitely wanted like a 10mm, but I mainly got it for the APS-C. Sorry, I'm trying to drive at the same time. I got it for the APS-C sensor, obviously for my A6700. And yeah, man, yeah, and I needed it for this camera specifically because I shoot a lot of wide stuff. Most of my videos that you'll see are always like either crazy tight or super wide. Yeah, obviously, you know, you'll have your 35, 50 shots. That's where I use my 5100, as well as my even my 24. When I use my clear image zoom, it turns into a 35 pretty much. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, dude. I'm excited. I'm always excited for new gear. You know, who's not? You know, new toys to play with. Yeah, but it does all get expensive. I bought a UV filter to put on this lens, just to you know, transporting. I move around a lot. I travel like almost every other day for work. So just, you know, I take a lot of pride in taking care of my gear. So anything and everything that I can to take care of my gear, I make sure I do that. And I don't, yeah, I don't take any risks when it comes to my gear. All of it's expensive. Yeah, even the things that are like 10, 20 bucks, I look at those things as expensive. Someone told me a long time ago, act as if everything has energy. So even the things that are like 5, 10 bucks, you know, like for a cord, for example, even though it might be 5 or 10 bucks, you're missing a cord that's like a, let's just say, a HDMI to my camera. If I'm missing that cord, then I can't monitor my footage. And not that I can't, I love the LCD on the on both my cameras, but it's just so small. And sometimes for me, because I'm super detailed, I like to really see my framing. So I always use a monitor. In the beginning when I didn't have a monitor, I made it work. But as soon as I got a monitor and I just started using it, yeah, I never went back. It's hard to not use a monitor. Oh, speaking of lens, so talking about this lens, yeah, you already know, I said it earlier, it's a 10-18. It's the Sigma 10-18 contemporary lens. So I have the 18-35 1.8 and the 50-100 1.8, but those are the art lenses, which is the has a little A on it. This one has the C for contemporary, so it's like a grade under those lenses. But this, I mean, we'll watch the footage later. This is literally the first time me using it, so we'll see. But I mean, I love how wide it is. I love that it's a 2.8. And I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to see the image that's coming from this lens. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the cost. Sigma 10 to 18 was pretty much $700, plus tax. You know, maybe like possibly eight. It's like 720. So it was 729 plus tax. It's probably going to be around like $800. So, but still, my 14 millimeter is that was again, it was $1,500 lens. So half. So the lens I'm going to compare this lens to is my other wide lens. So it makes sense for me to compare my wide lenses to each other. Obviously, it's a G Master lens. I'm talking about my 14 millimeter G Master Sony. Oh, excuse me. But that, because it's a G Master lens, you know, that lens is just so pretty. You want to talk about a clear image? I use that lens so much. I want to buy another one. That's how much I use that lens. What I always clap. Let's get to the studio footage. I definitely made sure that when I was filming, I made sure all the settings were the same. So for me, I can tell a difference, definitely, but honestly, I just feel like you're not gonna see like the heat. It's you really have to pay attention to see the difference. It's like, it is like, you know, my 14 millimeter definitely is sharper, but it's man, you have to look for it. I like the 10-18, man. I think it's great. This shot right here, for me, this shot is the shot that gave me like confidence in this lens, because it showed the quality, the autofocus, as well as like can it flow with the other shots I'm gonna get with other lenses, or with the editing part of it. I think yeah, man, I think this kind of solidified that I made made a good choice, and I love the lens, man. I think when it comes to comparing, like just comparing the image, at the end of the day, man, do you like the image? That's what matters. It could be sharper, it could be slightly, you know, not as sharp. Well, okay, so here's what I will say. When you look at the edges of an image, this is why it's important to buy the best of the best, and to pay the premium. You're paying premium for a premium piece of equipment, you know, camera gear. You're paying that for a reason. You know, when it comes to cheaper lenses or even cheaper camera bodies, you're gonna, you know, you get what is the way, like what people say, you get what you pay for. So on cheaper lenses, yes, the edges are gonna not be as good, but to be honest, that actually might be a thing that you're looking for, because when an image is like softer or has some type of like artifacting, whatever, you know, that might be the character of the lens. That's why, to be honest, a lot of people get certain like cinema glass. It's the characteristics of that lens. So it's really depending on what you want to see, man. Like, and you know, that's why people rent a lens before they buy it. It's really about the client of who you're working for. You know, like it really matters who you're working for and what they want, but then also what you want. So at the end of the day, are you happy? I feel like that's important. Also, with buying the better gear, here's probably the number one thing of why you want to do that. If you plan on doing this professionally and at any level, and what I mean by professional is you're getting paid to do this, the long story short, you have to compete. Like a lot of if you get into this professionally, there's a lot of videographers out there. So you have to compete with their gear. So, you know, if you do have the cheaper thing and, you know, image quality is different, and yeah, I mean, that's it right there. They're gonna go with the person that has the better gear and it just looks better. And that's kind of is what it is with a lot of companies who want high quality things. You know, the more, honestly, the people who pay me more want the high quality stuff. That's probably above everything why I buy like the gear that I have, is I want to pay the premium so I can be competitive. With a lot of people that I help with buying camera equipment, and a lot of them do get the kit lens, but then, you know, when I meet up with them or if we talk, and they're like, man, they'll tell me like, man, your images look so different from mine. And I'm like, yeah, I pay the premium for premium equipment, and that's the difference. And, you know, there's not one person that's like, oh, I'm still happy. They say, man, I should have saved. Everyone I talk to, they always say I should have saved. Now, I know a lot of people, it's hard for you to save, or you're in a tight spot. Those are the challenges that you have to go through, and you have to persevere. Like, I promise you, everyone out there, you have to persevere. You have to wait. The best things in life come through like just being disciplined and figuring it out, and patience. And you really do, like, I would just save. I promise you, you're gonna just be happy in the end. It might take a little bit, but again, discipline, and nothing great comes easy. So I would definitely persevere, wait. I know it's gonna be hard, and I know you want to get out there and start filming, but it is worth the wait. I promise you. If I had to go back in time, I would have never got certain lenses. Yes. Maybe even camera bodies. I hate saying that, but yes, wait, and get the better gear. All right, everybody. Thank you for making it to the end. If you made it this far, this definitely took multiple days. That's why the lighting keeps changing. The great thing about that is I get to show you like how this is in both, you know, low light and bright situations, but it definitely took multiple days to shoot this. But I am getting faster. So, and that journey has been actually really fun to just try to figure this out. So yeah, man, I hope this helped you. I really do believe this is the best first lens to get for a APS-C sensor. I love the 10-18. I love that with the zoom, and you can do the 18. I love that you can get a nice close-up, a medium. But I think, you know, I think the main reason is the 10. I love a wide shot, and I love that you can get a lot in your shot. Yeah. That's probably the main reason why I bought it. So I hope this helped you. Much love. I'll see you next time.